Morning. Good morning. I'm gonna start my trading view. One sec. Morning. Good morning, guys. It's so busy that today is the first day in front of the chart. Oh, let's go, man. It's not too long. I'm just starting the OBS, not OBS, but the trading view platform. I'm gonna also clear whatever. There we go. Oh, that's nice. All right. There we go. We are. It's not working. What's going on here? What's like display capture? Why it's not picking the right monitor? Oh, there we go. I think it's fine now, right? All right. Can you guys see my monitor? So I basically I changed one monitor yesterday, so that I think it might flip everything. All right. Number one, perfect. All right. I hope everybody's doing well. We have 11 people. Not bad, not bad. Push the like button if you like the whole thing, right? Um, there we go. We can start. I just want to look into the calendar first because I know it's already done, right? That was an 8:30. We got unemployment claim. 8:30 basically was this little candle. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. So that was basically, relatively not important as much as I would expect. All right. So that's great. No expectation, no deception, right? All right, so we reached one deviation of the accumulation range. That's interesting, right? Like perfect one deviation, creating the high of the day at 23, 6:39, 7 a.m. this morning. I can see there's some buy side imbalance as we leave the accumulation range. It's the first initial movement up below midnight open. Price move up, reach for the high right there, as taking all of the liquidity standing above these low resistance right there. Reach for 0.5 standard deviation, going back to 50% of that candle, re-extend. There's 100% a reason why. Yeah, so that on the left side, you can see that we paired that high right there on that first deviation. The second high was basically that high right here, pairing this. I like an how the body are closing below that high right there. And we reach one standard deviation, creating the high of the day in a premium area. And I don't see any change. I mean, this could be some sort of changes to the delivery on that candle right here, the 1 hour, like this 1 hour basically. But this 1 hour doesn't like basically just cancel it, so we'll see, right? One thing sure is this buy side imbalance right here, a little bit in between this low and this high right here. I can zoom in a little bit. I'm on the 1 hour time frame too, by the way. So yeah, there's this small imbalance right here. It's very extremely small, right? The most important one is basically this one right here, and this should be blue because it's a buy side imbalance on the 1 hour. So yeah, this is a very nice, interesting area for rebalancing purposes. Um, if you look at today's price action from the low of the day, right, from here to the high of the day, uh, the price is only offering, like, it's only offering buy side. In term of efficiencies, like if you look into, it's not like this three candle of 1 hour right there, they're not very efficient, right? So there's might be some work to do on that. 9 a.m. open. This is the candle of the current hour. So it opened and it only accumulate as well. So all these things make me a little bit interested in term of buy side on the, like, there's still like sell side imbalance here from 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m. on 31 of July, which, also a possibility, but at this point, the current day is very imbalanced on the buy side. So I'd like to see some sort of rebalance, and from the rebalance, potentially extend. We'll see. Hey, good morning, man. I'm gonna extend on the right side. I'm gonna keep this one on mine right there, just because it aligned with a 1.5 deviation. So maybe, right, that might be interesting. Also, another thing I want to do is I want to measure. Yeah, so these are very small day, man. Very small day. Like only today, right? We already have $255 move. So, relative to yesterday, we're still a little bit short. Okay, okay. Like for sure, I don't really want to buy this because it's an all premium everywhere. But if I get the opportunity, the return for that buy side imbalance right there in a 1 hour, that'd be nice. So you know that'd be great. So as it is right now, I'm gonna keep it like this. We got the market open like 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, we're gonna see what's this 1 hour body right there wants to do, right? From there we can look for something, like if it basically on the 1 hour reach for the low right here. Now I'm gonna jump into my lower time frame, and I'm gonna find out potentially a scalp or something that I can actually reach for that right here. 50 handle, like 200 point, like is very something that is possible. This buy side, I'm gonna remove it. All right, I'll just keep this one because that's the most recent one, and I'm on the 1 hour right now. So yeah, so for now, right, I'm not a buyer. So if it keep going higher and you reach for that, like that's fine. I'm just gonna respect the whole IDs and being like, all right, because like if you buy right there, there's a higher chance to basically become liquidity because you're just you know engaging where it's already very expensive relative to everything. So like, I don't know, I would just not personally buy there, which it's very possible we're in a bullish market right now. So this is a very nice point of interest right there. This is basically where the imbalance started, right? But these 3 hours of you know, bullish market right there, or imbalance on the buy side. You can see these imbalance right here, one right here, one right here, right. This one is basically a rebalance already. I'm just gonna basically mark it so you can understand better, right? I guess, right? Like this, right? This buy side imbalance has been a rebalance on that right here distribution on this candle. And we still got basically the one from this high to this low right here. So these three imbalances here are showing us that the day is basically one-sided, right? It's accumulating on this price action there. Hey, good morning, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Good morning. I can keep these. The only thing is I'll just remove the midpoint. Yeah, I'll remove the midpoint for now, but as we go in lower time frame, I'll just reactivate them so I can have the precision. But I want to keep that bias and imbalance bias in my mind, as we know that price is imbalanced on the buy side. But yeah, my ID basically right today, simple, is basically just waiting for a candle that actually started distribution. So picking his own low, right? Like basically showing us that it wants to go lower. From there, I'm gonna jump into my lower time frame, find out a ways to actually, use this as an inversion and go and basically pick that imbalance right there as a distribution, just basically rebalancing everything. That's my idea right there. We got 6 like on the stream and 13 people online. That's fine, guys. That's fine. I understand what does that mean. You don't like the stream. All right, all right. All right, good morning, man. If you don't like the stream, I don't give a shit, right? Because I like it. It's fun. You see on how we're not twisting anything right now? This is 1 hour chart. Like, I could go in 1 minute and be stressful about it and try to find something. Oh my god, this is this is a change. This like relax, buddy. I'm looking at the 1 hour right there. When I'll find my setup, like when I see like where the 1 hour can go, now I go in 1 minute. It's gonna be easy, right? Easy. I'm telling you. Look, we have the 9 a.m. open price right there. I can use the zero point 0.5 standard deviation as an inversion, right? These are stable, static levels that are never going to change anymore during this specific day. So I can utilize this as an inversion 100%, right? Like, that's fun, right? That's the beauty, man. Like, you're combining all of the garbage on the lower time frame into one single body, right? So you're looking at the 1 hour, and there's nothing wrong like actually taking a trade on the 1 hour, but I prefer just going into my lower time frame and engage into the best price. Like somebody can actually, when this thing like start going on the other side, can take the trade and just run for a couple points and being paid. I think people just complicate everything too much for no reason. I don't know why, but it sounds like there's too many distraction out there for some reason. So how's everybody doing? Like, do you guys like our trading London session or whatever? Yeah, the new FX4 model is nice, man. It's gonna be. I mean, right now it's still alpha version. So what an alpha version is basically a pre-beta, but it's gonna be released in beta too. When I'm kind of like confident that this thing is not buggy as hell and it's perfect, right? I'll release the beta to basically public, right? Public's gonna have to, request the access and everything, and from there they're gonna get the access for maybe, whatever, 2 weeks. From there, I'll get more feedback, finding more bugs and refining the whole process of it, making it better. And from there, now I can release it on public for TradingView application. So basically, I want to release that tool into really, TradingView community, uh, whatever community tab, some sort. Like you can basically find it directly on TradingView. That's my idea. I want to have this tool. Theirs as a signature of mine. So, but yeah, now you can change the time frame on a daily, weekly, monthly. It's simple, right? Like I made the setting inputs are very simple in my opinion. So that little section right there is basically just the previous day box, right? You show accumulation range, high and low equilibrium. You can change these setting, those colors, the way you like, whatever you want. Label size, bullish period, bearish period. So if it bullish, right, it's gonna be like this. It's green. All these open lines right there, some of them have the very, very specific condition. Range deviation or the standard deviation that you see right there, right, based off the accumulation range. And only um that was a suggestion from that there, basically, that the deviation or been displayed only if price is reaching for one. So like let's say like price is reaching 0.5, so one's gonna be displayed. Price reach for one right there, so 1.5 is being displayed right here. So like they're just dynamically showing up. That's the cool thing. They're not cluttering your chart for no reason. You don't have to project twice deviation without even reaching for 0.5, right? So all these things are very nice. They high and low. So basically, you have the current daily high and the current daily low. So that helps tremendously in terms of fractal delivery, right? So that helped tremendously understanding where price is relative to everything. And we have the pre-market zone, which is basically from 7. I've basically typed it here. So 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So like in between two kill zones, you have some sort of like dead time there. 5 to 7. So like that little box right there's gonna be forming. That's just basically a checkpoint. When you play Mario Kart and you have checkpoints, that give you back a little bit of time to reach, whatever it does. I don't remember what it is, but when you reach a checkpoint, like some sort, you're like, oh, right now I'm right here, right? So that basically helped you tremendously in terms of visual. If you look at the big picture, you're like, oh, okay, like right now I'm right here. Yeah, man, it keep the chart very clean. That's the whole point, right? Okay, so we have bearish distribution 931. It's the first minute of the 930 right there. That's a high resistance on the high. If we compare that high and this high, we have potential CPT printing on the 60-minute chart right there. That's great. 617, which is basically a high on the left side. That's interesting. I'd like to pick for the 8 a.m. low, which could confirm the change in state of delivery on the lower time frame. And we can use that 8 a.m. low as a breaker or potentially just an inversion PD array there. I'm going to wait a little bit more. Okay, I want to see more detail here. We're still very early. We're still in the 30-minute opening range too. Just been studying the booster and trying to train my eyes and observe the content. That's great, man. I love the dedication. It feels good to see that someone is actually learning something. You'll see, man, your life's gonna be transformed. I believe it. It did work for a decent amount of people. Now it's like we've so far since I started the academy, I think we got potentially close to 365 student in total. Some of them quit, some of them basically didn't find what they basically looking for. Is that some people they're just chasing the shiny object, right? Too. That's fine. I respect their struggle. I've been there so long, in a while, so I was chasing everything on YouTube and find out that the simple truths sometimes are more efficient. Okay, so that 1 hour basically creating a new high right there. So I'm gonna deny the fact that we want to go lower for the moment. That's fine. Like it's potentially just a reaccumulation of that previous 8 a.m. high. And I'm not a buyer too, so I'm telling you right there, I'm not a buyer. I have this sell side imbalance standing right here as a potential drop, but still, it's basically imbalance on the buy side. I want to be involved into I don't see a lot of liquidity has been taken on the sell side right as well, so I don't want to be that liquidity if that makes sense to you. Like, is that enough that this low right there took the 7 a.m. and that's it, right? Nothing else? Nothing else matter, right? I'm gonna wait a little bit. I want to see more stuff. And if it reached for that, I'm gonna be happy for those that actually bought the whole thing. That's fine. No biggies. Yeah, I think on over like 365 student in total. Like I think like there's maybe I don't know like maybe 4 3% that of these people that actually make it, which is great, right? But I'd like to up these number a little bit, you know. And that's not because I'm not teaching the right way. I'm not showing you the right way, or I'm not sharing the right thing. It's just I don't know. Like some people have misery or have like problem that basically absorb the whole thing. I think they just make it more complicated for themselves. It's not complicated really. Like if you keep it simple. I think less is more and simple is better, So it's just my opinion. But okay, I like the decompression on that. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I'm looking at a 1 hour time frame. Can you believe it? Today I want to show you how it's simple, right? So we don't have to go in a 1 minute and like be like, oh man, this is the move right there, whatever. Like I want to see it on a 1 hour, and when from a 1 hour now I can basically lower my time frame and just pick something. So I'm keeping it simple so you guys can see the simplicity of it all. If we actually repick that high on the 1 hour, 9 a.m. high, creating a new high. This isn't basically a new higher high, so I'll just wait a little bit more. It's not a short yet, okay? So that's the thing, right? When you're trading on the 1 hour like this, you have to look at the candle all the time. You don't have to detail as much as if you go lower time frame, obviously, but you can see like when this eye has been formed, when this low has been formed, and if you monitor that and you actually take notes of it on my paper, right, they have like that high, you know. Like now imagine everybody's basically buying this thing and it's just basically got distributed lower. From my perspective, from the 1 hour I can see it. We're basically people buying it above 9 a.m. and distribution start, take that low as a low resistance, reach for that sell side, a buy side imbalance right there. And like if we trade lower than this swing low right here, I can look for that buy side imbalance. And this is just normal efficiencies type stuff. Not complicated. You'll see I'm gonna switch eventually to the lower time frame when I see my setup here. So that's why you need to play, you have to look at what I'm doing because you'll see what I'm doing. Now I'm doing it. Can we say that this day is basically one-sided so far, right? You guys agree with that? And also including that previous day, right? So if it's one-sided, that would mean what, right? You guys know, right? You guys know what it means. Does that mean it wants to return? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But yeah, right. We're Friday too, right? Hello? No, we're not Friday actually. I'm tripping. In my head, it was Friday, right? But tomorrow's gonna be my birthday, so it's Friday tomorrow. It's inefficient. Yeah, it's not really efficient, right? The moon's gonna be 100% tomorrow. The ninth's gonna be 100% right there. These are nice, man. I'm gonna have a full moon for my birthday. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Also, it's gonna be ICT birthday, man. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, man. I'm born on the 8/8, 1990. I'm gonna have 35 years old. The same day as ICT? Yes, exactly, man. Same exact day. When I realized that, I was like, what the hell? What's going on? Have any plans? I'm just taking the day off. I'm just gonna relax. Family's gonna be here on Saturday. I'm just gonna chill, honestly. I don't really have any big plans. Okay, so one standard deviation, creating a new high of the day right there, 9 a.m., 2364. 644, I'm sorry, 645. All right, let's just let it run, man. You were born when he started the trade? Yeah, bro. That's wild, isn't it? That's why, these, like, are weird coincidence, you know what I mean? Like, when your mentor is born the same day as you have to understand something, right? It's like, what the? I'm gonna be covering the whole 2025 mentorship. I have to fix this weekend too, by the way, because it's pushing twice the amount of alerts that it has to basically push. My mom birthday's tomorrow. Really? Let's go, dude. There's another guy on Twitter told me that it was his son birthday on tomorrow too. I think the world is smaller than we think, man. People see this as a so massive balls and everything and too many people, but I think it's smaller than we think. The fact that we're not able to see very far in the universe, I think it's basically a sign that we're very small. Like we maybe just like a little whatever on a fucking end all door or something very small. We don't know, right? That's fine, right? It's fascinating. It's very fascinating. I was thinking to do a live stream tomorrow too, but like a public one where, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, that's a very interesting retracement right there. Ooh. September we're gonna be back heavy too. By the way, like I have way much more stuff I want to go over. Like we're potentially gonna be back on a 5 day schedule, 4 day schedule. For summer I'm basically taking it a little bit, relaxed. So some people basically think I'm done or whatever, but I'm not. Right? It's summertime. Like the interest of learning in summer is very low. The people doesn't really matter about they just want to chill out. That's fine. You don't understand that. Anyways, the market is not as good as like other seasonality. We're gonna go into fall, right? Fall's gonna be better than summer. Or see larger move and stuff. I like to basically also go over the trade I've taken this week. Um, I can do that by just basically copy pasting stuff in here. Let me look at my calendar so I can actually find out the right thing. So this was my trade on Monday. Okay, I'm gonna show you basically stuff. This was my trade on Monday. So as I'm watching right there, I'll just basically put this like this, and I'll just show you right here. Okay, so I'm gonna explain you the setup basically. This was 15-minute time frame. Wait, I don't see you guys right there. What's going on? Okay. Let me just readjust this little chat right there. The score right here. There we go. Yeah, I'll look into, man. 100%. I like what I've seen right here too. So this was 15-minute time frame, okay, right here. So we have a buy side imbalance on the 15-minute time frame in between these three candles. I don't have the specific time. That was like around 6, 7 p.m. on Asia session. So buy side imbalance on 15-minute, very large imbalance right there, showing up a large accumulation in the buy side. All of this was high resistance, large distribution right there, reaching for zero point 0.5 or midpoint or mean threshold of that, consequent encroachment of that fair value gap, reaching for 50% right there. As I was on the lower time frame, I was looking for that swing low to be formed. So I basically engage in this lower wicks right there in the 15-minute, and I basically saw that 15-minute delivering above that previous 15-minute high. That was great. But I wanted a little bit more. I wanted to close the full fair value gap on the sell side. I like what I see here. And I basically took that from basically the midpoint of that wicks to basically the high of that fair value gap. So that was basically one or two 15-minute accumulation. That's great right there. And I closed my whole tray right here. So this was like basically $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Let me show you. Yeah, that was $1,000 with $20.90. That was on Monday. So like on Monday, $1,000, right? You can see the lower time frame right there too. Was like, I don't remember the time frame. I think it's 1 minute, 5 minute. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's 1 minute, I think. So I took a buy right there, right? Reaching for that, closing this imbalance that was done. That was $1,000. on Monday. On Tuesday, 1.4K. And I'm not bragging about it. I'm just explaining what it is, right? I want you guys to understand. I don't really care. Okay. Um. So this was a 1 minute or 5 minute, if I'm not mistaken. That was a 5 minute sell side imbalance. Okay. Price is trading lower. Rebalance this to 50%, and I was a trader on that candle right there at 2357. Reaching for sell side, closing everything right there. This trade was like whatever. That was 35-second trade right there. Okay, and it was 1.4K. Okay, so like it's pretty good. So 1.4K in 35 second, it's a pretty good trade. This was Tuesday. Mm, I think I have more on my Twitter. I kind of like didn't I missed to put it on my receipt section, but this was my trade from yesterday basically. You have the timestamp here too. That one. So we see like 7 p.m. right there. So this was a 7 p.m. to 7:10 macro. So like 6:50 to 7 to 10, right? So like that 20-minute period. Um, as an OT. So, first of all, I was utilizing that previous high right there as an inversion, buying this. It did deliver my target, and I didn't get my fill there because I should have been done basically right there. And my fill was basically one tick above that high, and it basically reached very close, and it's starting going again. All right, motherfucker, right? It happens sometimes. So I was calibrating my OT on the high, calibrating my OT on the low right there, and I was basically buying all the discount. I was basically adding more to reduce my average cost. So basically, as price retrace lower, was buying this candle right here as we go out of this zero point 0.5 reaction right there into a buy side imbalance, and I was buying this one too as we trade a little bit lower than this swing low at 7.4 basically. There it started expanding, right? It reached for that high, didn't get filled again. All right, I'm telling you, it was like so close from my target. I was like, oh man. And the thing is that like when you trade that lower time frame, you're like, all right, I don't want to like use execution market. I'm using these limit order and stuff. So I was buying again right here, and it finally reached my target right there, and it started collapsing crazy after that. And I was 710 basically. I wanted to get out before 710 because my ID was the macro, so I wanted to get out and outside the macro, right? This was another $1,000. So like this week I'm close to 5K just by taking these little scalp. So that was basically my week so far. Simple, right? Technique of reducing entry price is good. Yeah, I mean, if you're confident to your setup, you have to do that. I can go more, explain everything, but it's a little bit complicated to explain on how you can reduce your average cost. And I think it's kind of like limit on how you can explain things sometimes, like. All right, so we're back above 9 a.m. high. You see, there's nothing going on here. I'm just looking at the 1 hour here. So people on the 1 minute, they're getting stressed out, right? They're like, oh man. And now they don't have any room to do anything with their trade because they're already on the lower time frame. That's the idea. You're waiting for 1 hour, that line towards an area where you want to go. Then you go lower time frame and find your setup. And then, now you still have that higher time frame perspective. Otherwise, you're just relying on the lower time frame and you're not having any room yet for doing whatever you want. So you're getting squeezed basically. I don't want to get squeezed. I've been squeezed so many times in my life and I want to get squeezed by makes sense, right? So this 1 hour is basically neutral right now. I'm just gonna chill a bit. 6:30 6 minute 30 second before this 10 a.m. coming. And I know it sounds boring, right? If we're looking at the 1 hour, man, they're like, oh man, this is boring. It is, right? But I'm showing you something, right? This is the trade that we took on yesterday live stream right there. Let me take a screenshot of it. So this is the trade that we've took yesterday in live stream. Sell side taken into an OT. So we're buying this candle right there. Taking an expansion, closing it all right here. Could have taken the high right here, but it's $600 in profit there. It's more than enough, right? That's great. I think some of you took that trade, so that was great. Yeah, this week in total, maybe like if I look at the whole thing, like if I take all my trade and I put into like one time delivery, whatever, like time into a trade or whatever, it's less than an hour. Okay, so like if you look at the amount of money extract relative to the amount of time we've been in the market, that's extremely good. Extremely good. That was the whole thing. That was the whole idea. Like in summer, you want to be in the trade for less than you can, if ideally, like otherwise you're exposing yourself too much. It's like yeah, I have an analogy for that, but I'll just keep it simple for now. Oh, let me explain then. So let's say you have like a wall right there, right? This is a wall right there. And there's a target that you want to shoot right there with a gun or whatever. Okay, like it's just an example I have in my mind right there. There's a target right here or whatever. And it's like you're peeking the corner to shoot that target and you don't want to expose too much of your body there because that target can also shoot you, right? So you're peeking quickly and you're shooting it. So like you're peeking quickly. So that exposure of your body is very, very small because you're just doing quick peek basically. If you expose your body in front of like whatever the guy, the guys can literally shoot you. And that's basically my idea. Like if you're peeking to take these straight quickly and you're basically going back behind cover, you're don't get exposed as much. You understand the point? So low exposure equal less risk for yourself. Creating new high of the day right here. Yeah, so today's very imbalanced, man. And we're very close on that south side imbalance. I'm not engaging on that so far, but and why I'm not buying this because look, there's no sell side that's been really purged. So like there's no like there's no reason really to look for longs right there. In my it's just my honest opinion. Like, it's just my opinion. And if you're in a long and you're making money right now, I'm happy for you, right? That's it. Also, did you notice that these bucks right there relative to the previous version has the basically the wicks showing up? So where the body is a little bit like darker, that's the body of the daily. This one right here, that's the daily. This is the top wick of the daily. This is the bottom wicks of the daily. And the same thing for the 8 hour range right there. So it has the wicks and the wicks right there too. So that's pretty cool. It's simple visually, right? It'll help tremendously for sure. You see, as we reach for one standard deviation, the 1.5 is basically showing up. I mean, it was already there when we actually picked that one, right? And right now we're in the 1 hour, so like if I go to 1 minute, you'll see like better the wicks and on its own. Look, everything has been bought below 6 p.m. Everything has been bought below midnight open. Everything has been bought below 9 a.m. Right? Yeah, it's a tough day. People are buying crazy. That's fine. Like it's building liquidity on these low, right? Somehow. I'm just a seller right now for some reason, but I don't see my setup yet, so I'm just gonna wait. Well, look at the amount of bullish candle too, right? That we have today, right? On the 1 hour on its own, right there. There's 24 candle per day, right? So that this one, 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 this one. All of these are very interesting. After purging the previous 1 hour, yeah, but it's not enough to me. Like, and it's also very expensive. Like, if we look relative to the daily open, like a daily you want to buy below the daily open. It's like if you're buying right here when we already reaching some deviations, it's like it's relatively expensive. That's the whole point. For someone that is looking for a good discount, like I'll give you an example, right? You want to buy a television, right, at the Best Buy or whatever. Just you're going to Best Buy and there's like a nice television over there selling for $3,000, and there's a $25 discount. It's like, is that a very good incentive to buy the television? Is that a good discount? Not really. 25 bucks. you know, I think the taxes are more expensive than 25 bucks. So like it's not a good discount. For me, it's like I'm considering that television still very expensive relative to the original price. So that 6 p.m. is my original price, and it's basically I want to buy. If I want to buy, I want to buy something a little bit cheaper than the original value. Using Top Step for combine, I'm on live account on Top Step. I could have more account everywhere and stuff. It's just I think Top Step is simple. Not gonna lie. I think it's very simple to use. The rules are not too crazy. I mean, And I don't want to use like Apex and whatever, it's just because they're using Ninja Trader. And the first time I tried to install that platform, man, that was a mess. That was one of the craziest mess. I was not able to do anything. I mean, on my personal experience, Top Step pay very well. They never deny anything of my payout or whatever. They never done any weird stuff. Well, try the fake profit trader. What does that mean? Take profit trader, maybe? But I don't know the fake profit trader. Sounds like a scam. Fake profit trader? That's that the real name? Oh my god, okay. Take profit. I was like, is that a real new proper? I mean, there's a lot of people jumping on that train right now, right? EPT? I don't really know. I don't really know. Yeah, I think Dubstep is great. I never get any trouble, getting paid. I never. The only thing is my bank account called me and like asking me like, "What is this deposit?" I was like, I mean, that's just a payout due. It's like somebody that needs to pay me and it's paying me, right? They called me and they said like, "What is this large amount of money coming in from whatever that company?" It was like, "Oh, just pay dues." I was like, "All right, thank you." Okay. Like that, yeah, that bank is calling me every day, man. Like they want to sell me investments so far all the time. It's crazy. Tell them it's drugs. No, but that's the only thing because like that's the thing, right? I'm using whatever like um wire transfer when I take the payout from Top Step. I don't use like whatever platform they're using, like Wise or whatever. Use like wire transfer. And the problem with the wire transfer is basically they receive the wire transfer and they receive it in the intention of sending it to your account after. So like I guess it passed to their account first and then whatever it's going on, but they call me to ask, what's going on with that? What is this amount? Where is it coming from? It's not your business. No, because it's coming from USA, right? So like from a Canadian bank perspective, they're like, what is going on here? What is this amount? What is this coming from? I was like, just dues payment. That's it. Like that's my money. They pay me. That's it. It happened multiple times. Every time that I get a payout from these guys, they just call me to ask whatever. I guess they want to justify every payout or what, like, or every like wire transfer or whatever their own or coast for a living. I mean, these are not insane amount. Like it's fine, right? But it's not. It's not. I didn't like ask for any six-figure payout or whatever. Like these are like always like five-figure. It's not big. It's not as big as whatever. And for some reason, it's just like when it comes from US, because I've get paid out by a lot of forex prop firm a lot of time, and it was fine. You know, they never called me for anything. That was also, I believe, wire transfer. I'm not sure. Or even when it comes from a broker's payout, like it's not. This is basically almost instantaneous too. Yeah, I mean the banks always call me like few times a month, like to purpose me like whatever investment. They're like, man, you have a lot of money in your account. What do you want to like do investment with us or whatever? I'm like, man, I'm not interested. Just let my money sleep, man. I'm fine. you know. And I have multiple banks because otherwise, if they go bankrupt or whatever, like you want to have that chance of getting the minimum payout from the bank. And so, when you make money, you have to basically divide your money into different sort of risk, same thing. And look, and they're already making money with my own money, right? They already borrow my own money to someone else for fees and stuff. They don't even give me the fucking interest. Right? That's the truth, man. For sure my money is not in the account like it's supposed to be, right? They're 100% like borrowing that money for big interest rate and whatever. It's fucked up, man. Think about it. It's really crazy. Like, do you think they let your money in there and they don't touch it? Come on, man. If I want to withdraw like 50K from my account tomorrow, they're gonna potentially just say like, "Hey, buddy, uh, what's the reason?" Because we don't really have it. Yeah, money's not real, 100%. I mean, that's the way it is, right? Oh, that 9 a.m. low is very sell. It's coming in, right? I think it's 20K, lady. I think it's 20K. It's not really good. I think it's the minimum, maximum. Or I think yeah, I think that's the maximum you can have if it's bankrupt. So it's not really good, and that's why you gotta buy some gold or whatever you want to basically. I think buying gold is the best thing you can do, really. Like if you want to hold on your own value, whatever. Like I think it's pretty good. 250K? What? 2 million? Oh my lord! Yeah, this is like 20K here. Really, it's insane. Uh, if you utilize Top Step, right? Top Step X, whatever their platform using, you can connect these account like in few seconds. I'm sure there's 100% a tutorial out there on YouTube. Like it's very very simple. You're basically set upping a lead account, and then you have like these account that's gonna be copy over, and it's relatively pretty. I would say it's pretty accurate, like the way it is. But Top Step, that's the whole point of using Top Step X or whatever, their own platform. It has like the copier already set. So like that's what I mean by simplicity, right? That's my point. Like that's why I'm using them basically. You can multiply your account easily by just copying them. Some people they have the stress over like the giant anxiety. Oh man, I'm gonna take like whatever 15 contract, and it's gonna be multiply by 5 and it's gonna be a massive fucking but it's fine, like it's fine. It's that's the whole point. You gotta be resistant for that. If you don't, it's fine. I want to get like 10, 15K one time and they told me the max daily withdrawal was like some ridiculous amount. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, just tell them you're gonna go in another bank then. And that's gonna give you the money immediately almost. you know? Bro, like the bank itself has the ability to print money too. You know that? We say, oh, the Federal Reserve can print the money. Yeah, yeah, no, the bank can do it too. That's wild. that is wild. If you guys looking for something to listen this weekend, look at this thing right here. Carlson, Tucker Carlson, and it's called Richard Werner exposed the evil of the Fed and the link between banking war and the CIA. It's kind of like an extreme wild subject, not gonna lie. Okay, so yeah, good pick. Was very interesting, right? I mean, I've done a lot of research about the Fed and everything. It's I've got offered a nice book from Focus. Focus offered me a nice book about it too, like tons of stuff, right? That's what I mean. Though we're just playing a big game, right? That's a large game, man. Come on, man. We're looking for some south side deliveries here, and I'm still here looking at this. That's 9 a.m. low right here. That is basically the next target for south side delivery. But that's basically what's gonna be my trigger for potential short and looking for that 3 to 5 a.m. buy side imbalance right there as a potential sell side delivery. Yeah, Tucker is still alive. no, but that's wild. That's insane, man. That guy's. I would say is taking a lot of risk by talking about these things, man. I believe is a threat at some point for the national security. You know, you've been meeting with Putin, right? Like maybe whatever years ago. That was a wild interview, man. I'm listening to all these podcasts, man. Like it's part of my routine. When people think like let's say right I'm saying like all right, tomorrow I'm not trading or whatever, like these are the thing I'm doing. Listening to these things. Like there's never a day I'm not looking at one podcast. And it's also really good for your attention span. If you can hold on a 3 hours podcast for 3 hours in a row with listening every single details and actually taking notes of it, like you're ready for the war, man. You're solid in term of. attention. This video explain about the money too. Yeah, man. It says a lot of things. He's watching his back. Yeah, but it's kind of stressful too, I guess, right? This is wild, man. You guys know like Lex Fridman? That guy? You guys know that guy? I've learned, I think, because you guys know I start digging into the guitar world and like a crazy maniac, right? I've been buying, like, I have 8 guitar now. I bought so many, man. It's like every time I go to music store, it's like, oh shit, that one is my taste. It's the one I want to buy for sure. And I'm just, leaving with it, like, so I bought a lot of guitar recently, man. I'm just a new guy. Like, I don't even know how to play very well yet. Okay, like, uh, that guy is doing like insane podcasts, Lex Fridman, and I learned recently that he was actually playing guitar. So I was like, man, this is wild. The world is small, right? Who is this guy? This is just basically a guy that actually do a lot of nice podcasts. I would recommend that channel 100%. That guy doing a lot of nice work. Look what he says right there. My first time putting music out into the world in this way, writing and playing music has been a creative refuge for me through my life, providing balance and breadth to the focused rigors of research. It's my birthday, so I decided to take the lead and play one of my favorite solos from Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. I did my best to stay true to David Gilmour original, and once finished, I did an improvised part starting at 150 mark. So like it's basically posting one of his favorite solos on his birthday. But that guy, I didn't know he was playing guitar. I was like, man, wow, what the hell? I got 2 Stratocaster exactly like this. Not black, but mine is like Olympic white, and I got a red one. I bought 2 of them. And this really good guitar, by the way. But I want you guys to listen to that. Like the guy is really smart and really good with it. Such a good solos, man. Let me know if there's audio. I'm not sure. I'll get a copyright strike. I don't give a shit. That area here is basically the pentatonic scale. Like that's one of the first you would learn it is the hardest one. Like it's so many frequency and hertz you can push through that pentatonic scale, like combination of notes and accords. This is wild. Like I love it, man. Playing guitar is very. It's like flying in the air, man. It's wild. Anyway, we got some work to do right now. All right. So yeah, that guy's really good, man. I didn't know he was playing guitar. That's pretty fascinating. Oh. Dave Gilmore, Floyd are the goats. Yeah, Pink Floyd's really good, man. These guys have a very wild vision about the future, right? All right, let's jump on 15-minute chart. We got some work to do right there. Volume imbalance right here, 1025. We're below the 930 coming in back for that buy send imbalance from 3, 4, and 5 a.m. in the morning. I like what I see here. Let's jump on a 5 minute here. 5 minute has the sell side imbalance. I love it. I'll mark that out. Give me a break, dude. Give me a break, dude. Give me a break, dude. Calibrating that to the current lows. OT's matching that sell side imbalance. Let's go back on 1 minute. So much growth in the academy. Yeah, we're gonna travel, man, for sure. I'd like to rent a villa, man. That'd be nice. Like a large ass villa, whatever, and maybe not in Dubai, but like in um whatever, an island or whatever, something cool. Maybe not the Epstein Island, but I can see a bearish order block right here has been respect perfectly to the tick. There's this order block right there too that I could use. All right, so I'm waiting for a retracement program, reaching for that sell side imbalance, and from here we're gonna be on side to reach for that sell size 0.25 deviation of that. And if price deliver immediately to that, which could happen, we're gonna be good too. Yeah, Thailand, maybe, yeah. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah, these are high resistance on the top right here. I kind of like see this as a protected high for me. There was this one right here too. Love it. Actually, this is the one right here. Yeah, if price retraced that to doing an efficient delivery on that, that'd be great. And from here, we can look for the south side delivery reaching for that 1 hour south side inbound, buy side inbound, sorry. And for the sake of making this a little bit simple, I'll just stretch that out to 11 a.m. There we go. Don't let me down, dude. Don't let me down. I'll put this 0%, recalibrating this. So yeah, I'm looking for a retracement program right there, reaching for that order block around 50%, potentially taking that. I will see on how it deliver. As long it like this, if it stay open, that's great. I'll put a midpoint on it too. That'd be awesome. And yeah, we're gonna look for these. Sniper, prepare yourself. This is not a signal, right? By the way, but we're starting from the height of the day, reaching for these buys and imbalance around midnight open as sell side distribution. This is the zero point 0.5 standard deviation right here. So we're inside that sell side imbalance has been formed inside the first distribution as we break out that low right there. That's great. This is not an inversion for everybody, guys, as long as we stay inside of it. Can you give me an OT on that? You can do it. I could like start with one right here. You guys see me clicking, right? It's not. What the fuck? Stop loss has to be 110% right here. But yeah. If it can retrace, take a little bit more, I'll just re-add more, right? That's fine. But, you know, we're not twisting it. This is the 15-minute imbalance, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to change my time frame yet, but there's also this 1 minute imbalance here. That's great. You see, like someone could actually close this and be super happy about it. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. This was my entry right here. Oh man, what is going on? How the fuck this guy always winning? I mean, just I'm reading the chart, man. What are you guys doing? You guys doing the same? Keeping it simple, man. It's same for $1,000. Okay. As price reaching for 0% right there, I can reduce my stop to 90%. Not too much because there's still liquidity above these high. I don't want to beat that guy, right? I could have closed this right now and be super happy about it, but for the sake of trading, let's just do it like this. A small imbalance right here. You see now we're giving back everything, right? I'll put my original stop on that, not because I'm scared, just because there's liquidity here and I want to beat that guy. But if he go above that 61, I'll just reshort a little bit more stuff. Can you believe that these live streamers are only 14 people listening? That's crazy, man. It's fine. That's fine, man. That's crazy to me. Just crazy, man. We'll just call it VIP stuff, right? We'll just call it VIP room. It's all good. We'll just call it VIP room. Oop, I want to change this. I just want to. Yeah, I'll keep it at 11 a.m. because that's it. Got a lifetime to be here. That's great. That's great. It's just very interesting, and how everything I'm doing doesn't reach anybody. It's fucked up, right? But that's the system. That's the way it works. Nobody wants to hear the truth, man. Lifetime member? Yeah, potentially. Hopefully, man. But the thing is, like, also, if I'm asking everybody to type one, we're not gonna get 14 1. You know what I mean? There's people that are not really here. They start the live stream, but they're just not here listening. So that's fine. I know that. Where's the TP? Around 517.75 for $1,000, as it is. We have one person over 15. Not bad. You just caught it with work, so that's fine, man. I understand that. I 100% understand that. We can utilize that zero point 0.5 deviation as an inversion too, right there, which is great. Got 4 people. 4 people is not bad. It's more than 1%. 5. 6. Okay, not bad, not bad. I mean, that's you guys, right? For me, it doesn't change anything. I already know these things. I don't need to learn anything. I mean, I'm already learning something, but that's what I mean. Like, by if something is popular, string trader is their merchant that is bullshit. Well, that's a straightforward truth. I don't have any affiliate links. I'm not proposing any discount code. I used to have one discount code, but there's no discount code anymore. No coupons. Just a random guy sitting in front of a monitor just clicking buttons when it's time. Just a random guy. 35% discount. I mean, if I was publicly live streaming 100%, I would have 100 people minimum, because I've done it before, so and it was like 100 people all the time, but it's not what I want. I don't care. All right, do you guys think we are on the side? Not bad, not bad. Another good trade, man. Oh, interesting. Minimal drawdown too, right? Not too bad so far. A lot of people wanted to buy this thing today, right? They're actually getting pissed off. Man, I'm so tempted to go into live stream from other people and see what they're doing. It's a 1-to-1 risk reward so far. Uh, you know. So we are in this imbalance here. So like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. 1 hour FVG. I'll just type busy. All right. You guys understand that. Middle point on that too. Oh man, we're losing. What's going on? Is that a reaccumulation stage? I can sell more like soon as we take some highs here. Is that imbalance still open, right? There's low resistance inside of it. I'll take one more here. In the order block. Now we're $2,000 there on the sell side. Not bad, not bad. Can take at least one off there. And this is educational because I'm not actually in this real trade because already done my money so far today. But still, this is like pretty good trade. So I would have to take this 100%. Bro, I'm so tempted to listen music now since, we've listened to that guy playing his little song. It was great. I see two candle before you do. You live in the mountain or whatever? I don't have my live data. What's going on? It's 1041. It's 1041 on my phone too. YouTube delay. Maybe refresh the chart, refresh the stream if you're back then. By the way, I got some people asking me for birthday present if they can send me stuff. I'm good, man. I don't need anything. Just your birthday wish is gonna be enough. I'm happy with it. I don't need anything. But I appreciate that 100%. It's like ICT right now is receiving a lot of stuff, man. He has a truckload of delivery every day. Oh yeah, you can click on the. So look, I'm gonna show you how you can actually tune in the live stream. Look. Okay, so if the red logo doesn't show up right there, you click on where it says live, okay? Skip ahead to live broadcast. Click on that. And look, now you're on the live stream. So it's 100% accurate. If you didn't know that, now you know. Now you know. What's going on in the Ninja Trader live stream? Are they going for long or what's going on? Oh man, it's going against us. We're in trouble, man. I'm gonna close everything in loss. No, just kidding. Um, I'm just kidding. No, we have to submit to time a little bit. Price is slow today, right? So we gotta keep in mind. Take what we're right there. Yeah, you don't have to send me anything. I'm happy with it. Just like a birthday wish is more than enough, you know? Like I don't need any material gift or whatever. It's fine. You guys know what I bought for my birthday? I bought some very expensive pillows. That's a sweet gift, right? Not bad. The $300 fucking pillows, dude. These are good stuff. Yeah, you gotta buy them in your birthday, dude. Mm-mm-mm. That's the south side imbalance right there. We're almost closed that. Like I said, there's liquidity a little bit above that high there, which I'd like to engage to, just to make sure there's enough on the sell side too. These are low resistance there. I love it. All right, that's mine here for sure. This can go back to 1 to 1. I mean, pretty close to. Goose down pillow. It's like whatever's cooling stuff, crazy stuff. I don't know what it is really, but they're really comfortable. I slept with it yesterday. I was like, oh man, this is good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm gonna change this to 2 right there, and also take 1 right there. Price is flying. Oh, looks like. Oh, come on, man. Or towels are like I could close everything and be done, but you know, let's have a little bit of fun. Why not? I mean, look, I'm gonna change this for this low here, and then I'll recalibrate this one as we enter the sell side imbalance, buy side imbalance. And this one can 100% go from midpoint of it. There we go. I think it's fine. I mean, I don't think. I know it's fine. We're about to enter the macro. This thing's gonna deliver to us, the guys behind the monitor. right? This is the entry right there. 9 years of experience, you know that. There we go. So $1,000, 1.6K. This one is not perfect. There we go. Now it is. This thing can 100% go to break even because, we already make money on that 100%. Let's go with 1/7. I closed my trade for 35 points, perfectly satisfied. I'm very happy for you, man. Good stuff. Good work. Good work. Right now, if you're not to break even, I would highly suggest, because this is a large sell side imbalance. This candle right here doesn't have any top wick, so it can slang above it and just go back down. So like just for efficiency purposes, like I just keep that in mind. So that's why I have to put it to break even. Just in case it wants to basically snap the high right there and just make sure you don't lose everything. Okay? This can go right there. There we go. And then we're out. That's fine. Look, it's perfect. So I'm just closing this, and that's fine. We're done for the day. How much profit would have been? See, 1.3K. That's fine, right? More than enough. Yeah, this is a large sell side imbalance there. So it's not that I don't believe it's could go lower. The only things I don't want to see price trade above that high. So like for that main reason, that's why I put it to break even, because already banked some profit on the sell side there. You know, it's a pretty good trade. Like it's simple, not complicated. We did it like pretty good work there. And we'll see. Like I'm gonna stay for like 10, 20 minutes, and we'll see if it delivered that buy center balance there. If it go higher, like we're gonna be happy too, because otherwise we've protected liquidity there. I'll put it back on full screen. But yeah, this was like necessary there. Because if you already paid, you don't want to give it back 100%. Because if you give back all the time your profit that you make, man, you're not making money at all. Just keep it for you. That's yours. So just rather make less and just keep it what you've done and just basically be happy about it. Protect the equity, basically. That's what my point is. Yeah, I'm not greedy at all. That's the whole thing. You see, now we'll be back in profit, but that's fine. That's fine. Like this is 99.999% the best thing to do, in my opinion, personally. And only because the sell side that started the move there was extremely imbalanced. They want to return above that high and just return the 930 open and be close to the stop and end up the week in a bad mood, and you know it's perfect. Oh, volume imbalance there. I love it. If you're still in the trade, well, good work. But I'm fine with it. You know, I'm happy with it. I prefer just being done with that. We're just gonna look at it because there's still the macro like undergoing. I personally believe that everybody could be profitable. The problem is really the greed factor is a massive issues in the whole balance of everything. People like could be profitable with $20, and from there you have the right foundation basically. But since everybody wants to make $10,000 every day, right? They're like, man, this thing is not working. It's garbage, man. I'm not able to make any money. Yeah, but you were 20 bucks in profit like an hour ago. What do you did with that? Oh, I didn't fucking close that and lost, man. That was garbage. All right, so you were profitable like 1 hour ago. Where you are now, you know. So the profitable side of thing is more than just like, you know what I mean. Like it's crazy, but hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one, man. Take care of you. And also just keep in mind, right? There's a lot of people they go to work for fucking 10 hours a day or whatever, 8 hours a day, and they just make like whatever $300. So like I guarantee that if you can make whatever 50, 60 bucks on top of that, it's gonna change your whole thing, right? Because like now you have a little bit more money, and it's just like form a good habit of like just oh nice. Like if you're still working right now, I would highly consider the fact that how do you mitigate your loss then? I would just keep it as low as like I would just keep look at this, man. I would just keep it as low as possible. Like how many you have to need to have a plan basically, right? How many drawdown I'm allowed to take. So this is my first entry, second entry there, third entry there, fourth entry there. We took one right there. We took the break even here just because I didn't want to see price trading above that high. And call it a day. But this was pretty good delivery on the sell side here, reaching for that 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. 1 hour bissies, reaching for 25 standard deviation here on that symmetrical swing. And we also did use the zero point 0.5 standard deviation of the accumulation range as an inversion. You see, everything above that has been solved for us. Basically, utilizing that zero point 0.5 like an open price, you know. So, like, if we imagine a box that flip up and down from that zero point 0.5, it's like perfect. This was great. Have a good day, Nader, man. Have a good night. I mean, thank you for coming here. I'll take a screenshot of that. I'll post it in a Discord so you guys can revise and look at it the way you like. I'll put it on Twitter, maybe. I'll just like say there's gonna be a live stream post later on. All right. Do you like you guys like that? It was fun. I'm gonna close this right now. Like so pretty much it. That's what I mean when I said, I'm gonna extend this to 11 a.m. So we're gonna be done there. Yeah, so I'm gonna close this. But yeah, pretty much that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. That was simple. We went from a 1 hour perspective into 30-second, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. And we did build that sell side delivery into a buy side accumulation a little bit earlier on the day. So hopefully you learned something. We catch next time. And if you have any questions, just type it in the Discord. I'll be, helping you there. All right. So have a good day, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Appreciate it, man.